Goeienaand, good evening fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now we know that the personal protective equipment tenders that the ANC cadres have handed out to their mates are starting to come home and bite them in the arse, and so they should. Well, after this intro I have a video where you'll see thousands of PPE, new PPE unpacked products that have been discarded into the river. Clearly someone wanting to get rid of the evidence. Well, this is happening all over the place. Consider the Royal Bhaca, who has paid 80 million rand through the front company. Now this is a guy who had two tenders worth 125 million rand to supply personal protective equipment through a shelf company that was Black Economic Empowerment compliant. Okay, that's a scam. That's a scam. So the KwaZulu Health Department had to order through him, and then he ordered from the supplier. But on the way through him, the price jumped from, let's say, masks from 10 rand up to 60 rand per unit. And guess who took the 50 rand profit on that one mask? And remember, we're talking millions of products that made part of this tender. Guess who took the profit? Yeah, the shelf company. And of course then there were the kickbacks. You know, this is how it works in South Africa. Now, the video attached will show you how these guys are starting to panic because they've been caught out. And the Royal Bhaca fellow with his 125 million rand in tenders. Well, listen to this. The Gauteng Department of Health has paid Royal Bhaca Projects at least 80 million rand for its personal protective equipment, or PPE services, over the past 2 weeks, alone, through a front company known as Ledla Structural Development, the Sunday Independent can reveal. The money was channeled through Ledla in 12 tranches of between 120,000 rand and 38 million rand, after the company invoiced them for items that bear a striking resemblance in value, quantity and pricing to the ones supplied by Royal Bhaca, according to payment records, official documents and sources. It's unclear whether the 80 million rand payment was a balance of or a portion of the 125 million rand contract controversially awarded to King Madzikana II Thandisizwe Diko, the husband of President Cyril Ramaphosa's spokesperson Kusela Diko, in March. Ledla, based in Boksburg, received the payments between July the 20th and the 27th, even though it did not appear on the original list of 75 successful bidders who benefited from 2.2 billion rands worth of PPE contracts in Gauteng. An independent company's search indicated that Ledla is a family-owned business whose 4 directors include Nedbank senior manager Rulani Lehong Mboweni. Previously, King Madzikane claimed he walked away from the deal after supplying PPE out of concern over a conflict of interest involving his wife, who is also a Gauteng ANC Provincial Executive Committee member. It's called Keep It in the Family, guys. They're so good at this. However, neither he nor Gauteng Health MEC Bandile Masuku, who also claimed the contract was cancelled, produced a cancellation letter. Instead, King Madzikane claimed he did not take legal action to recoup his money because he was willing to assist the government where possible. Yeah, this is called black privilege, guys. This is a scam. It's called black privilege. Royal Bhaca was never paid anything, he said, in response to an inquiry about the contracts. The Royal Bhaca was never paid anything from the department in spite of having delivered. It's amazing that there can be assertions that there is 139 million rand that Royal Bhaca has had with the department currently. However, a purchase order issued to Ledla on May the 4th bears striking similarities to the two given to Royal Bhaca on March the 30th and April 2020. A comparison shows that the two companies were allegedly awarded two contracts of the same value, supplied the same items, with the same quantity and prices. Guess why? The king's wife, so she started to freak because of the conflict of interest, so they just passed the ball to her mate, who then took over the contract, but the money still came back home, didn't it? Let's continue. The Sunday Independent has reported that King Madzikani was awarded two contracts valued at 78 million rand and 47 million rand to supply 1 million medical waste plastic bags and 500,000 dust masks, sanitizers and surgical masks. Royal Bhaca charged the Gauteng Department of Health 58 rand per surgical mask, which has a regulated price of 12 rand and 48 cents. That's a beauty! Wow. I reckon the Dragon's Den would get into this business if they could. For those of you who don't know what the Dragon's Den is, it's a bunch of millionaires who have a look at aspiring entrepreneurs and sometimes buy into their businesses. Well, these shelf companies make a killing. Anyway, the shelf company by Royal Bhaca also inflated other prices and charged 85 rand per 500 milliliter unit of Actigerm alcohol sanitizer, which is regulated at 46 rand and 37 cents, and 7 rand per medical waste bag, which has a regulated fee of 1 rand 80. You can't make this shit up, can you? The Sunday Independent was previously told the total value of Royal Bhaca's contracts was 139 million rand, but only had proof for two orders worth 125 million rand. Its contracts, excluding the one for the delivery of 1 million container infection waste, is also worth 125 million rand. Like Royal Bhaca, Ledla charged the department 58 rand per surgical mask, charged 85 rand per 500 milliliter unit of Actigerm alcohol sanitizer, and 7 rand per medical waste bag. Ledla's purchase order shows that it sourced and delivered 3.5 million PPE items on the same day it received an order on the 4th of May. The Provincial Department of Health had given successful bidders between 14 days and 3 months to supply PPEs in a staggered manner, apparently due to stock shortage in the country, owing to demand internationally and the exchange rate issues. Sources said Royal Bhaca's payment was redirected to Ledla, which was suddenly given a purchase of the same value after nepotism concerns were raised internally. They're good, you got to admit that. They're really good at scamming. The source said, when people started making noise about Royal Bhaca, they quickly withdrew the purchase order and issued a new one to Ledla. Another source said Lehong Mboweni and King Madzikani worked closely in the sourcing and delivery of the PPE by Ledla. On Friday, Lehong Mboweni confirmed that Ledla was paid after supplying PPE but refused to reveal the value of the contract and the amount paid. She declined to respond to allegations she fronted for King Madzikani. The Royal Bhaca's payment was redirected to Ledla. Her relationship with King Madzikani, why her company did not appear on the original list of successful bidders, when she was awarded the contract, and how she managed to source and deliver 3.5 million PPE items within 24 hours. Good questions. King Madzikani said, I believe that the Special Investigation Unit is currently investigating matters related to COVID-19 procurement. Please may we respect that process and trust it gets to uncover the truth around this matter. Well, let's see where this takes us. We'll keep following this issue. This is a classic scam by the well-connected ANC cadres, where this equipment should be saving lives. They don't care. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Remember, there's a video following. Please like this video, please share this video, and above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.
PPEs our doctors and our nurses have been striking for, they thrown in the river. They have been thrown into the river. I don't know where they are coming from, but they are coming from the southern direction of Irene Country Club. This river comes from Olifantsfontein through Irene and Centurion. This is just thousands of them that got stuck. I don't know how many are still coming on the way, or some that got their way out of this bridge. So the tenders are being exposed, their legitimacy. Somebody said, no, I'm gonna throw them into the river. And this river has costed about 200,000 to clean. Now they are contaminating the water also with these PPEs. Our doctors, some of them got fired for striking. Do something with this, President, please.